Good morning, beautiful family. I don't know why the music feels so loud today. Oh, because it is. Maybe because it is. There we go. A little bit more affordable there. Good morning, family. Welcome in, kings, queens, everybody. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. All right. We have an interesting opening week gap. A little bit different. We already closed it, but another gap. Work. Good morning, king. How was your weekend? How are you doing? How are you feeling? We're loving the energy. Let's start it strong, family. Opening week gap, but it's already closed. Let's have a great weekdays, brother. Let's have a great weekday, king. Hope you take any trades this morning. You see anything that was worth a little bit of effort or nah? Crazy snowstorm, but we're good. How about you? Same, king. Woke up to like almost 2 feet in snow, so decorated. We got decorated, to say it lightly, but hey, just another day, another opportunity. Hey. Good morning, guys. Welcome in, Vines. Good morning, king. Welcome in. Hope everybody stayed safe with the storm we had. It was wild. We woke up to about 2 feet in snow. A little light powdering. Like a donut. Start the day strong. Opening week gap. Sold off. We already closed it. Got back inside of the gap. So, quite interesting. Went down to the 364s. 365 and 742. What a daily range. Nearly 400 points. 380 points. No storm here in Cali. Let's go. Let's go, Vines. Enjoy that nice weather, king. Not a lot of times I would want to switch over, but I'll take that one. Yo, I got the account. Let's go, Deontay. Come on, king. Today's the day, brother. Today's the day. Make it happen. Slow, steady. Don't got to make it happen in one day. What type of account you get? You get a 50K? 50K select account, so 3-day pass means you have to make 1,000, or most you can make is 1,000 today, 1,000 tomorrow, 500 Wednesday. Is that what you got? The select daily? Brom, good morning, king. Welcome in, my guy. Happy to have you here. Amin, same to you, brother. Welcome, 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 family. Yeah, I got that one. The select 50K, nice. Yeah, so then your target today would be 1,000, but again, you don't have to make it happen in one day. Spitzy, what up, king? Good morning. How do I select daily? Do I select it after I pass the combine? Yep, it's after you pass, brother. After you pass, they'll give you the red and blue pill option, and you can go ahead and pick the red pill. What are we thinking today, Spitzy? I'm thinking possibly longs. We had an opening week gap that we already inverted. We had the little sell-off here that closed up some volume. I guess we could hunt this sweep, but I feel like that was low-key a sweep of prices there. So we held opening print daily price. I feel like we could maybe go see previous day high up around these 850s. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. We're already opening at daily high right now, so let's be cautious. Alfie, long or short, bro? I'm thinking long, but not for a little while. Maybe a pullback. Maybe a short if we find some resistance around these 780s, 800s. 800s could offer a spot for a short, so I don't know yet. Let's just keep an eye on it. We have a week of news, so good morning. Let's rock with the new Tradeify. Let's rock, Corey. Let's go, king. New 150K's. New 150K's, time to make it happen. Guys, I have everything copied, but I have this one account. You see this? That's like not showing that it's working, so I might have to go scalp an MNQ real quick just to make sure that everybody's following, because it's kind of giving me weird vibes. What did we just open up into? Opening print high here. We could find some selling. I'm just going to have to scalp one of these real quick. I'm going to go to 5 just to get a quick little something in here. Sell 5 at the 24. See if we get a pullback. Make sure everybody's aligned. Morning, everyone. Let's get some money. Let's get some money, Santiago. Welcome in, king. Let's get focused. Let's get paid today. Hey, how do I move the screen on Trade of 8? Every time I move the screen, it goes back to the locked position. It's like locked on a certain spot on the map itself. Yeah, you go up to chart settings here and go to current position.
Order filled.
Just got tapped in. It is following, so that's good news. That's all I really wanted to see there. I'm pretty sure it's chart positions and it's continuous auto fit. Click this and then turn it off, Deontay. And we're tapped in. Wasn't looking for much here. Just wanted to be involved. Want to have our first little scalp be a win, though. You know what I mean? But she isn't liking us. NASDAQ finding some bids to the highs. Opening print daily price came down to the 700s. Finding some support. Gonna have my stops of this little trade up above here of the new print high candle. It's looking like we're hunting it. Sell 5, buy 5 stops. Bump, ba-da-dum, ba-da-da-ba-dum, bump. Bella, good morning, Queen. Welcome in. Appreciate you showing love as always. All right, little stopper, but hey, we just needed to make sure everybody was aligned. So now I'm gonna hit cancel here. Turn trade mode off. Then trade mode off. Go back to NQ. And now we're getting a little bit more information on that first dip there. I think we're gonna go potentially see maybe the 800s and then possibly previous day high is where I want to see this longs continue from. We just got to find a good price to get involved with them. Let me know if that helped though, Deontay. NASDAQ tickling into the 765s, taking out new daily high. Maybe a retest of, I don't know. There's no prices that I love right now to get involved with the longs. I feel like a lot of the entries were earlier. I'm still going back to the same spot. And you turned off this continuous auto fit chart. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do with it. What did I just click? Auto fit chart. I think it's this continuous auto fit. You just gotta turn it off. I'm pretty sure is all it is. Unless it's, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is, King. Shouldn't be happening to you still. Got it. Let's go. NASDAQ playing games with me already. Sweeping the high. Coming back into the EMA now. Here come the 730s. Opening print daily price. Low of the 704s. Trying to hold this EMA for an extension. Trying to hold the EMA for an extension. Family, I hope everybody stayed safe, stayed warm during the storm that we had. I know a lot of people were affected, so still snowing over here. We woke up to like 2 feet. 2 feet in powder. There's 23 people hanging out. I appreciate every single one of y'all spending the morning together. It means a lot, family. Thank you for being here. Thank you for showing love. 760s right now is where we're turning from. This potential spot we could find a reaction. Right now, it feels like the longs are stepping in here, though, so I'm not trying to necessarily get in front of them. Not going to try to step in front of them too eagerly. Maybe a sweep of the 8s. I could look for a short, but for the most part, I think I want to look for longs here, family. Here comes a sweep of this supply, or this, yeah, supply zone here. All the patience in the world. We have a whole week of news coming up. We don't need to rush into anything. Don't need to be crazy. Our job is just to be calm, cautious, patient, find the opportunity to get paid. Turn trade mode on so I can actually get ready to go. Got my 15 contracts that I like. We have We have FOMC on Wednesday. Pretty much red folder week. Exactly, Deontay. Lots of information. Lots of news dropping. Here come the 780s. It's going to be really a tell of the tape here around the 800s, guys. VWAP's curling fairly aggressively. Not necessarily an indication yet. Let's take a look at our daily candle real quick just to make sure we're all aligned. It still feels like we are targeting these 26,100s at some point. This trend line's not valid anymore on the daily. Yeah, it feels like we're going to target towards these 920s or so and then potentially find some resistance. Obviously, the flat equal price at the 26,100s. We did come down into the 5s and found some more support, pushed out of there, so anything can happen. This long candle looks pretty strong right now. We'll see what happens around this previous day high at the 850s. Maybe we don't get there. I want to see a reaction towards the 800s itself. Touching into the 8s now. Look at the volume. Look at the volume. Feels like we're going to go take out these 846s. Could maybe catch a counter rotation off the 8s, but we'll see what happens. Not trying to be too wild with it. There's the Sausadelic. Good morning, my guy. Welcome in, King. Working from home today. The weather is wild. The weather is weathering. Woke up to a couple feet of snow, a couple feet of powder. Glad you're staying safe, brother. Right now, the NASDAQ tickled the 797, just front running the 8s. If we retest 776, I'm looking for longs. It's not bad. There's your retest right there, Deontay. Could potentially get in this fund, targeting previous day high towards those 850s. Once we get a sweep of those 850s, it's going to be a little bit more indicative of where we might be heading. EMA tap. I'm going to wait for our first 15 minutes, give ourselves the best chance. There was your EMA. There's your 776 EMA test, though, if you want to hop in. I'm being patient. These 800s still could offer a big spot. A lot of resistance is going to be around here. How did we act around the 800s yesterday, actually? Let's take a gander. 800s seemed like they... 800s. So we broke through the 8s, went up to the 840s, went back below the 8s, tried to break again, and then got stuck at the 8s exactly. So, going to be interesting to see how we handle it today. It's going to be interesting. I'm already up. I'm already in up 110. Let's go, King. Make some monies on this. See if we can break through these 8s. That's going to be the big level for you. If we break through the 8s with some volume, you should be looking good. Otherwise, the sellers could be loading up at the 800s here. So I'm never sure what's going to go down. Another EMA retest. The daily profile feels like we're going to be looking upside here. I'm just going to be honest. So where we start finding the support is really going to depend on this reaction towards these 800s. It feels pretty decent. Feels fairly supported. It's making the 775s look even like a safer price at this point, Deontay. So I don't mind that. Coming into some lower volume, decompressed at the wicks, holding the EMA. We could get some volume pushing here to spike through the highs. It's going to take some volume to break through these 800s, though. We've seen that all month. I'm looking for the 26,000s, hopefully. Hey, I like that, Spitzy. Previous day high will bring us to the 29s. So we go take out these highs at the 840s. I see us maybe trying the 29s, according to this previous spot here, or the 900s. This is where a lot of the resistance will be. So we'll see what happens today, guys. A lot of people looking to the long side. We had the opening week gap start. Prices already tried to maintain it. We're looking for an extension now during the New York session towards the 800s. Just going to take a little bit of volume to get through there. That's all. How do I add stop losses and profit targets? So same thing. So you hit your buy. So wherever your price is. So you're at 776. And then you would just click wherever you want to put your stop. So I'd go like, for me, for you, it'd be like a 750 stop. So like 750. And then you say sell 15 stops, and then you up wherever you want your profit. You'd click buy 15, sell 15 limit. So you sell 15 limit, or however many your contracts. So sell 5, however many contracts you're doing, limit, and then however much you want your stop loss to be a stop. Again, a little bit of rejection here at the 94s. First tap of the EMA makes me think we could find some support here and push to the upside. Got to get through these 8s though. Nice volume absorption there. That to me indicates we're going to be sending in this direction potentially. Here comes a volume attempt through the 800s is what we got to see. There's the 8s breaking. 804s, 810s. This is what I expected to see on a push. 815s, 20s. Let's go. 822 right now. Previous day high at the 847s. Once we sweep that, it's going to be a little bit trickier to read, but longs are still probably going to be supporting. This is the next spot where things get interesting around these 830s, so just be cautious here. Nothing telling me that we're not going to keep the steady momentum, though, so pretty steady right now, pretty steady. Fuck yeah, I'm up at 450. Let's go, Deontay. Good morning, King. Welcome in, Matrix. Appreciate you for being here, as always, my boy. Let's get focused. Let's have a good week ahead of us. Let's go, indeed, King. Work, you taking any trades today? I don't think you ended up telling me. Into the 820s. Decent volume spike there, about 3,100 contracts. Rejection at the 8s so far. A little bit of interesting candle there. Interesting candle there for sure. Absorption. That's a lot of shorts loading up at that price. Into the EMA now. Price at the 782s. You want to see that be supported. It's a decent wick. It's just an interesting candle reaction there. That was 778s. That was about a 40-point candle. Interesting. I still like longs, but that was a big spot where if sellers are going to load up, that's where they're going to be trying to get involved, which is probably why we saw a reaction there in the first place. Back towards this previous spot where the selling initially found some. After the retest, this is where it picked back up. Anything finding support above the 8s is going to be pretty strong for the buyers, though. Above 8s is what you want to be looking for if you're long. Our 15-minute range is almost in. I'm going to draw our box out, family. Make sure we all stay aligned with it. There's our 15-minute range. Still holding the EMA pretty strong. Good morning, gang. Let's go, Max. Welcome in, King. Appreciate you for stopping by. How's it going today? How the longs treating you? I got out the long. Would you snipe that? Would you look for an exit? Yep, New Year's Eve did my dirty. NYE did me dirty. Was going off a 5-minute. Oh, New York Open did me dirty. Was going off a 5-minute and NPC Open and swept me out, but all good. Last week was strong. Last week was strong, King. That's how you have the mindset. I love seeing it work. Good morning, Pat, King. Let's go, baby. And Mad Max. Let's go. Appreciate y'all for being here, family. At 158K on the free Top Step eval. Insane. 101K away. Let's put that pass today, Maxi. Finding some support above the 8s. Looks like we're going to be trying to push out the highs now. Can we get through there? Out at the 796s. Good scalp. Good trade, King. Right front running the 8s is a safe exit right there, to be honest. Because anything could happen at those 8s. So it's a good exit. Riding the EMA for the whole 15 minutes so far. Trying to take out the highs at the 830s. But that's where the sellers started on Friday and kind of reloaded. So I was expected to see a bit of a reaction there. We'll see what happens. We'll pass tomorrow. Made max profit today. Let's go, Max. Easy. Easy work, King. Proud of you. And you're up big on your 5 fundeds, right? Your 5 XFAs. So a couple more days for a payout there. EMA still being support. Expecting another volume spike to go take out these highs at the 830s. After that happens, we're going to be interested to see where we carry through. There's a 15-minute high sweep. Longs look steady. At least the previous day high at these 848s. From 848, we could get interesting. W day, though. May everyone go green today. Let's go work. Way to show love to everybody. Everybody gonna win today, Kings. Kings, Queens, everyone. 830s now. Sweeping through the previous swing high and that supply spot where we found the selling on Friday. Again, I think we're going to at least see a sweep of the previous day at these 845s. You don't really want to see a wick back inside of the 15 minutes here, though. I don't think. I think this volume should bring us a little bit higher if we're going to get clear continuation. We'd have to get a big displacement candle for me to be looking shorts at all. We'd have to get a nasty displacement candle for me to be looking shorts at all. For the most part, I think longs are in after we get a sweep of the 845s, maybe 850, and then get a sweep back in the range, I could look for shorts. So if we get a push to 850 and then get a push back inside the 15-minute range with a displacement candle, we could be interested in shorts then. But for the most part, longs look steady right now. 25,900s feels decent for an opportunity. NVIDIA CEO is going to talk. Ooh, we got some stuff to say. Let's go, Max. Good information. Throws in the 6-7 emote. I don't even notice that I did, Saucy. It's hilarious. Sadi, what's up, Fuibo? Good morning, King. Hope you're feeling well. Hope you're doing well. Hope the weekend was stellar for everybody. For those that didn't get affected by the storm, you're lucky. For those that did, it's caca. 15-minute range curling. I mean, the VWAP's curling pretty aggressively. This entire 15 minutes, we've just transacted up. EMA's been supporting us all the way. So, going to look for a displacement through that before you look for any rotation. He's acting like he didn't. Did I hit it hard or what? See, look, rejection back in the 15-minute range. I'd have to see a displacement through this EMA now and then a retest of this price for me to take an interest short. For the most part, though, guys, EMA's been our information here. Just bringing us to the upside. Previous day high at the 45s feels pretty imminent. And then we could maybe look for a rotation. He said. Into the 15-minute range now. Want to see how this candle closes. A strong wick would be bullish. Displacement through the EMA would be kind of bearish. I really still going to be patient to see a sweep of the 845s. Maybe 850s before I look for a potential trade, unless we're trying to find join longs. But a lot of this positioning isn't fantastic for me, for my strategy for a long. If you buy this price, you're really susceptible to a drawdown. Here comes the EMA at the 811s. See what the reaction is. Decompressed volume isn't too bad to see here, but the fact that we rejected the 15-minute range and that previous supply is interesting. Wanted to see us have a little bit more momentum through there. So we'll see. Keep our eyes peeled. Opportunities open. Keep your eyes peeled and the opportunities are open. If we got to pull in towards these 780s, I would probably try it. You know what I mean? Just being who I am, I'd probably take that little poke at that. But we could also hold this EMA like we have been all morning and find the move. Close under the 807. I'm looking for shorts. That's not a bad idea. Close under this previous swing high. Or swing low. I would look for a closure and then a retest back towards these 820s. That would be an ideal setup for me. Push below this EMA, start finding displacement and get a retest the previous day high or previous 15-minute range high. Could be attractive, could be interesting. Right now, though, volume decompressing or holding the EMA. Gonna have to start seeing something here from the sellers. Otherwise, longs are probably just consolidating, waiting for the push of the 845s. A lot of reasons to be looking long, though, to be completely honest. Here come the 8s. Closure below. I'll take it with a small size if I get a fill here. I'm going to take an 825 short or an 825.50 short, sell 15. My stops are going to be above the swing high. So if we get tapped into this, my stops are going to be above the new high day, risking about 10 points. So $600 per account. Very tight risk, very controlled trade. We'll see if we can get some luck. See if we get some love here, Nazi. Come give me a tap in the top of the 15-minute range and then reject for me. She turns at the 820s, huh? Surely that ain't the push. Come get us at the 25s. Hoping to get filled at the 25. Stops are going to be at the 35, risking $600 per account. Push back inside after defending that Friday's supply zone. Push back inside of the 15-minute range. Trying to find some reaction here. Might get tapped in now. Give me a taparoonie there. A little taparoonie and cheese. First try, tight risk, normal rotation. Longs still are in, so at least until the 845s, I'm taking a fairly decent risk here, but we'll see. Where do we tap in? We found some more support at the 8s, which is pretty strong for the longs. Don't you dare. If you're going to fill me, fill me. You know what I mean? Don't front run my order. It's like Pat said, maybe I should start adjusting by a couple ticks because that is looking like I'm going to get rejected here at the 825s and not get my fill. Holy shit. Price at the 823.75s. Say it ain't so, NASDAQ. Say it ain't so, Queen. Trying to decide if I think it's still going to hold. If we keep holding this volume, it's not really my favorite trade anymore. Give it a couple ticks. Give it a couple ticks. I give it 3 more ticks for you, King. I give it a few more ticks. Now we're in at 70.25 instead of 25.75. Can we get our fill? Just avoiding our price, man. Yeah, I mean like 3 max. I gave it 3. I gave it 3 ticks. Not 3 points, 3 ticks. 3 points is a little too much risk. Yeah, keep tight entries. If we get a fill now, I don't love it as much as I did prior, but I'm still gonna take this trade. It's still in my strategy. Looking to get a fill though.
Order filled.
There we go. We got tapped in. Stops are gonna be above the new swing high at these 35s. I feel like we could easily get a rotation though, so it's gonna be interesting here, family. Because at 45s is where I would rather my stops be above that previous day high, but if volume starts picking up, they're definitely gonna hold. So I don't really want to risk all that. We got to get a closure through this EMA for me to be able to put our break even on. Don't want to see that wick absorption. Stops really for me should be above this previous day high. They're like 48s. I just don't want to risk all that. Might just be risking above this previous swing high. It just feels obvious that we're going to go sweep it. So I'm going to give it 1 reaction above it. There it is. Now put my order in. We're definitely going to go up to see these 45s get taken out, but I don't need to give all that risk.
Stop filled.
Risk the money that we wanted to. Took a healthy trade. I like that. I'm bullish today, but no clear setups. Yeah, I like bullish today as well. It's just I had to take that trade. That's my setup. That's my strategy. And NASDAQ, she's acting tricky right now as well. Previous day high, we just front ran it. Still never tapped it. Never tapped it. EMA is trying to curl up through the 15-minute high. Look at us getting absolutely top ticked. Exceptional trading. Exceptional work out of the NASDAQ here. I'm going long here at these EMA.
Order filled. Order filled.
Switching over to longs here at the EMA. That was an interesting way to get filled into that position. Want to see the 45 try to get taken out here. Got to get a closure through the top of the 15-minute range. Got to get a closure through the top of the 15-minute range. It's a pretty decent candle reaction. Can we see new highs now? It's enough for me to put our stops on, to be honest with you. I want to see a sweep of the 45s. Oh, you're going to hold, aren't you? Nasty little wick, huh? Oh, wow. Right back inside of the 15-minute range. Means we're definitely getting stopped out. Show us some support back up to this previous day high at the 45s, Nazi. 45 would be our exit. I'll probably front run it a little bit here. Go sell 15 limit at the 44s. Just got safe there. Want to see a sweep of this high, though. We got to get through there. Can we get through there? Nasty wicks again. Feels fairly safe, but still just trickling at this previous swing at these 40s. Once the 40s break, we have that previous day high at the 45s. I'm front running it by a candle at the 44s, 44.50s. It's got to make it happen soon. I'm expecting a pretty decent volume spike in our direction here. There it is. Oh my good days.
Order filled.
Decent little trade. Got the accounts to break even. We'll see what happens. I would look higher, Ty. You're break even. I know, Pat. You're not wrong. It's just that previous day high is all I could really be safe for. You feel me? That previous day high was all I could really be safe for. I do think this potential 900s is some liquidity that we could be looking at. It's just when. Just when. W King, great trade, King. Let's go, Brahma Matrix. Appreciate y'all showing love. I'm down 500 on 4 XFAs. All right. Let's go. Let's be patient then, Matrix. Let's find a nice opportunity, King. Make it happen. Let's be patient. Make it happen. I'm done for the day. Wish the best. Hey, I like that. I truly love that discipline, actually. You're just not feeling it. Walk away on a Monday. Still have the rest of the week. We have FOMC Wednesday, guys. Red folder all week. So I love seeing that. Truly. Santiago, eso va a subir hasta la meca de H4. Saludas. So there's a sub hasta la meca de hour 4. Saludas. I only know some of that. I want to learn my Spanish better because I know some of that, but I don't know all of it, Santiago. Did Tradeify end up taking that account back that went past the drawdown? They never did in Matrix, Mad Max, but it didn't matter because I blew it the next day. So, or not the next day, but the day after. So, I like that, Pat. He said de-risk or lockout, Matrix. You got this. Let's go. I love the support, family. Way to pick each other up. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. Alex, what's up, King? Welcome in, my man. Yo, you can pop over to YouTube, brother. That's where the real community's at. It'll be easier for you to hang out and see the experience. Are you Spanish? I'm not Spanish. I'm not. I want to get more fluent in Spanish, though. I want to start picking up my mi español. Yo hablo español un poco. No bueno, pero más o menos. Are you Spanish? Accounts locked. We try again tomorrow. I love the discipline, Matrix. Yo, family, there's 41 incredible people hanging out, being a part of this family today. If you haven't yet, show some love to that like button. Let's get to our 30 like goal. If we can hit that goal, man, that'd feel incredible. Start the week strong. We're on episode 197, 3 away from the big 200. I think we're gonna be doing some giveaways for episode 200. So look forward to that this week, family. Look, I had to get out of here for where we got out of here. What a weird trade too, because it filled me 3 different contracts. All 3 different trades, so but we made $465 per contract, so pretty sexy. Back to green. Got to find an opportunity now. Swept through the previous day high. We got to see some support now. Got to see some continuation. Like I said, a break of the 850s and then a displacement through the top of the 15-minute range could give me an idea of a potential short, but we'll see. Right now, the longs are just looking pretty steady, pretty sturdy, unshakable almost. Look at that hourly candle. And it did close bullish, so I imagine we do get a little sweep towards like these 70s or so. I'm going to be completely transparent with you guys. These are the days that I'm really not great at trading, okay? Because I have a hard time hitting the bids and joining this direction and just sitting and riding. It feels kind of like a trendy day, at least a trendy open, at least. And this is usually one of my weaker suits of joining trend days. And then when it is a trend day, I'm at least better at joining shorts. For some reason, joining a long trend day, trending to the upside day, is hard for me to actually hit. I don't know why. Just statistically, that's one of my weaker days. So just keeping an eye. Means we probably should be looking for the longs. Here comes a displacement back to the top of the 15-minute range after sweeping the 850s. I said this was something I would do. Click buy and squint your eyes. It's not a bad idea. Problem is we just took out really clean liquidity. Previous week high, previous day high. Big spot at the 800s there. Now the obvious one, if we keep holding, I mean, the 900s do feel pretty safe. Here's a displacement to the top of the 15-minute range, though. This is what I said. It's what I wanted to see for a possible trade. We'd have to get through. We would have to close through, though, for me to really like it. How was the volume to take that out? Wasn't terrible. Wasn't exceptional. Volume's trying to push through. They really are. I feel like we're going to get a retracement somewhere. I mean, essentially 8:45. So last hour and 15 minutes, all you had to do was hit buy, and you're printing right now. So at some point, we're going to get some balance. But the question always is when. You know what I mean? Small gains on funded, but I'm trading a third account on an eval. Long at 1575, holding for 86. 1575. Dave, what a sniper entry at the lows at the opening print price candle. Let's go, King. Hope that plays out for you. Unless you mean 815.75, in which case, still a decent trade. There's 35 people watching, family. Truly, thank you so much for being a part of this community. I love y'all. Truly, the support is unreal. So let's keep it going. Let's have a great week. We have FOMC this week. A lot of red folder events this week. Opportunity all motherfucking week. Opportunity all week. Need about 70 points to half past this. 70 points. 86s you said you're looking for? I don't mind the 86s. I think we have a chance to go target this 89 wick here. The 900s, there's a lot of resistance there, so some liquidity. Last week, the previous week high, we already swept through. So the Nasdaq's printing bullish in that description. Previous week high, we already took it out. Retest towards these 783s, I could like for a long. If we get a little sweep, I think we can sell off. Maximilian says that. I think we could too. I mean, we took out previous week high now. We're at a big resistance spot. We've just printed up directly for the last hour and 15 minutes. So it's going to take some volume to keep us going. I don't think that's a bad idea. I lost the account. Damn, King. Sorry to hear it. Hey, this is information, brother. Just keep your head up. Load up again. Try again. Keep it going. That's the way trading is, brother. We win, we lose, we lose, we lose, we lose, we lose, and then we win more than we lost. That's trading right there. Keep your head on. Load up the account again. Run it all over again. Back to the 780s. That's funny because I was also I'm seeing the 783s as well, King. So I don't mind that idea at all. Don't mind that idea at all. Decompress buying volume. It's going to take some volume to push through. Kind of want to try a short here. Stops above the highs, risking 13 points. What I just tell you guys, these long trendy days are my worst days. When I always perform the goofiest. I have a hard time joining the bids. Part of me wants to try these 42 shorts right here, right now. Stops above the high. Gosh, I'm going to try it. Still in my strategy. Still in my strategy. See if we can get a fill at these 42s. And you got to see an immediate rejection. Trying to see it. We're in. Stops are going to have to be up around this previous swing as well. I want to see my shorts come in and start bringing us back towards this 15-minute range. Otherwise, I'm going to have tight stops on this one. Risk is obviously just going to be, you know, our normal. Tough. Want to see a displacement from the sellers here. Want to see a displacement from the sellers here. Decent reaction. My target would be the 780s. Let's see if we can get through this EMA now. Gonna have to cut through. Got to see some attempt from our friends. Get through that EMA. From there to be the top of the 15-minute range is going to be the next clear obstacle. Come on, sellers. Show me something love here. It's a decent wick reaction at that price. Need a little bit more love, though. Big black, no wick. You guys know what I'm talking about? You guys know what I'm talking about? Just a big black, no wick. Might be too early. Big blacks, no wicks. Max gets it. See, that's what I needed to see, King. Got to try to cut through this EMA, though. EMA is going to be the obstacle here. If we keep holding, then no love, no bueno. Once we tap into the 15-minute range, I'm going to put our break even on just to be smart. Could get left without the fun, but, man, we're at a risky spot. Long's trying to hold into this swing area at the 832s. Still holding the EMA is not ideal. Want to see a displacement through it. Buyers held it right there. Not my favorite thing to watch. Could easily get a nasty volume spike against us. We also could get supported here. We're going sideways. We're starting to round sideways, but never for a big move. I'd be looking for a retest towards these 8s is kind of my ideal target here. Somewhere like this, buy 15 limit. That'd kind of be my ideal little exit. Can we get a support of these 40s now? Start cutting through this EMA, NASDAQ. I got to see some selling here. Otherwise, we're really not looking stellar. Decompressed volume going sideways at the EMA after a big pump up. You guys know my rule. We tend to break out the way we broke in. So we broke up sideways, could break out the upside. So I'm going to be cautious here. Want to retest the top of the 15-minute range. I'm going to put our break even on. Show me some selling now. Cut through that EMA. Got to try to see a cut. There's an attempt. There's an attempt there. Did we touch the 15-minute range at the 27s? Not yet. Once we touch the 27 touch, I'm putting our break even on. Once we get an EMA tap, or the touch of the 27s, the top of the 15-minute range, I'm going to put our break even on. Want to see an attempt from these sellers. Now that we're below the EMA, we cannot see it get reclaimed. Want to see a little bit more volume here. Big black, no wick. There's an attempt. Can we see it now? Sweep through this low to 27s. That's close enough for me to put break-evens on at least, family. We're now risk-free. Tighten it up a little bit. We're now risk-free. Can we get the continuation now into the 27s? Here come the low of that sweep. Want to see some continuation from our selling friends. 23 is a decent price. We're looking for an 8 retest here. We're looking for an 800 retest here. I'm actually front running at the 804s. Longs could get gnarly at any moment, so we'll see what happens here. Decent weight now. Decent weight now. Looking for an 804 test. Tapped into the 8. What was that? 808? Don't do me dirty, Nazi. 780 still feels like a fairly decent opportunity. But I think I'm just going to front run the 8s here. Can we get a couple more points here in the NASDAQ? 809. Don't do me. Feels scary to look for a sweep of that low. If we consolidate in this range, I guess I could look for the 80s. But that is a gross candle reaction. Nothing I wanted to see. I wanted to see that last pump. We got 808s. We needed 4 points, family. Tough. Just got a new account. Let's go, Deontay. You trade small size RR tie. Trade small risk to reward tie. You trade some small RR tie. You think so? I was risking what, 13 points there to make 40? It's almost like a 3 to 4 RR. It's not bad, Max. King, morning, boys. Let's go, JP. Welcome in, King. Proud to see you here. Let's make some money together. Yo, I went over 1,000. I'm at 5107 on my 50K account. Should I lose money on purpose? No, you're okay at a 77 over, Deontay. You're all right there. EMA tap, top of the 15-minute range tap. That should be where my new stop loss is. So I should scale and bring this to the 780s. Or at least towards where I would need to be for a full day. But I might just leave it at the 8s. I really should have this to be my new swing high. Maxi. He's trading the Tradeify select daily accounts on a 50K, so he's only allowed to make 40%, which is 1,000 today. I feel like this is going to cut through the 780s. Can we get a tap on my price, though, Nazi? Can't handle another evading of me. Go get us. Oh. 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 NASDAQ. A point away. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so, NASDAQ. Get down there.
Order filled.
Good girl. Decent little trade. Maximilian, what are you saying? You saying I have bad RR? I got it at the 43. Stops risk above the 54. So I was risking 12 points to make almost 40. That's like a 3.5 RR. W's, King. I'm out now. Let's go. Matrix, appreciate you for staying a little longer. Showing love, King, as always. Reload tomorrow. You got this. Heck yeah, I'm up 1077. Today I'm done. Kick. I'm done. Kick. I took the same short. Let's go, Deontay. Let's go, King. I'm glad you got out and made your money. Tomorrow you gotta do it again, make another 1,000, and then the next day 500, brother. And then you're locked and loaded with a new account. Let's go. Pat, look at the bottom tick today. Look at the bottom tick today. Come on. Front running the 8s. Big blacks, no wicks for the trader Tyler. Let's go, Pete Enos. Your name will never be the best, King. I'll love to see it. No, not bad, just small risk. GPT, welcome in, King. Appreciate you for showing love as always. Are you funded? Not funded yet, Dave. Today's day 1. We blew them on Friday, so today's day 1 of these new accounts, and I got to make 3,600, and then tomorrow 36, and then Wednesday hopefully the last 18, and we'll be back and loaded. BBNW is all the way. All the way. Come on. Nice. We trade. Good job, bro. Appreciate you, Maxi. Appreciate it, King. Big green candle. Damn. Yeah, that's a wild reaction. We'd have been tagged to break even now at the 42s. Tough. And 2 candles after getting that bottom tick, we would have been tagged for break even. We need another $1,000 to be done with these accounts. So I'm probably going to size down to 2 contracts now. Don't need to do 3. Need 25 points with 2 contracts. We can find 25 points. Probably looks like the longs. Good amount of buyers to the 800s. That might have been the liquidity we needed to move higher. I think that's a great analysis, Pat. It does feel as though that could have been. It does feel as though that could have been the liquidity tap needed. Still pretty early in the day, though. Structure still building out. We could even still see a 780 sweep eventually. Tough to read all the way, so let's be patient here. If buyers can't carry through after that selling, we'll get heavy. Dude, Pat, let me tell you something, King. Your analysis truly is spot on. If buyers can't carry through after that reaction and can't take out new highs here, I do see us returning towards these 780s. So Thank you, King. You got me strong this week. I just lost $95 with the last account, but fuck it. I'm still profitable for my first Top Step 5K payout, which I got in December, so I'm just using that money for this. That's what you got to do, Deontay. That's what you got to do, King. Also, just don't stress, bro. Trading's a long journey, lots of ups and downs, but just keep staying steady, and your wins will absolutely outweigh your losses. Just keep the discipline, keep consistency, always keep showing up, keep your mindset in the right spot, and yeah, eventually your profits just outpay your losses, and it's a long journey. My first time, I was 12K in drawdown, $12,000 in drawdown, before getting an 7,500 8K payout, and then hit another payout, so I was profitable, and then ended 2024 profitable by like $3 grand, 3,500, and then ended 2025 profitable, and now we're gonna hopefully do the same thing with 2026. Just what I see. I'm excited to load back up and see what happens. I'm excited for you too. Looking very bullish now, Spitzy. I agree, King. After that retest of that liquidity sweep here at the 8s, ooh. Ooh. I do think we're also looking for some extension to the high side here. I'm very excited for you too, Pat. I can't wait, King. Looks like we're going to get excitatory through here. Here come the longs. Spitzy. Can we see it? Amy, what are you looking at for targets, King? Is 850 bound to this new swing right range? Feels like it might be. 850 high is what? Then it would be 9s or 26,000s. Family, there's 31 people watching, being a part of this incredible community. Thank you so much for showing love every day, showing support. NASDAQ taking out the highs right here with the volume sweep after getting the retest of the 8s. That feels like the liquidity needed to go higher, like you said, Pat. Now we're starting to pump into the 861s, 889s, 890s, around that price Dave's looking for. Looks pretty decent. If those longs keep longing, 26 maybe possible today. The longs keep long, and 26 is on the table for sure. At least the 900s I see being a possibility. Yo, King. Top Step gave me 4 free XFAs a couple of days ago. Yeah, Mo. They handed them out for the outages. Glad you got some of them, baby. Let's make some money on them, huh? Let's go, King. Welcome in. Let's make some money. Let's make Top Step regret those outages. Gave you guys too many accounts. Now you guys get to print. Maximilian's just about to pass a 150K for free. Oh, it's exciting things. Excitatory things, my people. But there's 35 people watching, gang. If we all show some love and hit that button right now, we can get to our 30 like goal. It would mean a lot. Start the Monday strong. Let's keep the momentum rolling. Up 2,500 on each in each 2 out of 5 days. Oh, you got 4 free XFAs, not combines? Hold on. Hold on a moment. They gave everyone else combines. They gave you XFAs, or they gave you XFAs and you passed them, and now you're there. They gave you combines and then you passed them. I blew those 550Ks low like a complete idiot. LOL. You talking about the combines they gave you, Maxi? No XFAs, not combines. They gave you 4 XFAs. Wowzers, Mo. Make them pay for that. Here we go, NASDAQ. Dave, just about coming up into your TP at the 86s now. NASDAQ strong longs right now. Strong longs. From the 800s price there, we're already up another 80 points. Just finding some support. Like I said, these are not my best days, guys. So the fact that I'm up right now makes me want to just slow it down. I'm not really good at trading trend days. Nah, I broke even. Hey, that's a good trade anyway, King. Still a good trade. This came back and tagged you out, huh? Right before the fun. That's wild. Excuse me. In hindsight, once we got that 800 sweep in a strong direction against us, that was indication of continuation, which we stated. Bro, I got into a trade on accident. God damn. Deontay, no way, King. You were at the 1,000 you needed, brother. What happened? What was the damage control? That's why I'm always hitting exit at market cancel. Always. So as soon as you say you're done for the day, exit a market cancel, and then hit this view settings and turn trade mode off so no more trades can get executed. It's essentially locking out, but that's tough to hear. I got 5 free 150 XFAs. I legit haven't traded with Top Step in around a year, but I still received them. Don't have my card on their site anymore. P. Enos, are you serious? Make them pay for that. This gave you they just max allocated you 750K in funding, brother. Wowzers. They gave me 11 150Ks and 5 50Ks. 11 and 5? What the? I got to check my Top Step account. Y'all are making me question, like, did I get any love? Like, holy shit. I got 1K on silver London session, then locked out. Let's go, Mo. Love the discipline. Make some money. Get out. Lock that shit in. Blew the 5. Called it. You definitely called it, Pat. Absolutely one direction here. Here come the 900s, it feels like. That's an insane. That's same as me. Struggle on the trend days. Trying to learn how to change the mindset. It's so hard, huh? Scucks. It's not easy, King. And it's just because we're rotational traders. If you're like me, like we're looking for rotations off of prices and balance. And then on these days, it's just kind of irrational and just picks a direction. And it's like, hey, don't go without me. I don't know how to get in now. And even on trending short days, I can actually like correct myself and find pullbacks and get involved. Like if this was inverse right now, like I think you can go like Control I. Is that true? No, Alt I. I think there's a button you can do to like flip your chart. But if this was inverted, I would have found this pullback for a short continuation for some reason. But because it's long, I don't know. It's just my brain isn't like, it's ironic. It's funny. I just have noticed it. Fuck Tradeify. Well, now I'm 993. 993, you're still at where you needed to be. How do I lock out? 993 still where you got to be, King. No stress. Hit exit market cancel. So smash this button a couple times. You have no, because what happens is it sounds like you had an existing order left. You had an existing order that got filled, and that's what happened. But cancel, cancel, cancel. And then I hit the settings here, Deontay, and turn trade mode off. So now no matter what, I can't take another trade. And then you're essentially locked out. There's no like lockout button, but that's how you do it. 150K. Oh, okay. I thought you got 11. I was like, dude, wow. 11 would have been unreal, dude. Come on, baby. Give me 26,000. It's coming. It's coming, Spitzy. I love the patience. Way to hold. I made 2K on the 150K XFAs today. First day trading in a while, and copied your short with 3 minis. Let's go, P. Enos. Love to hear it, King. Way to make the monies. Proud. Happy for you. Have a single XFA right now, 30K balance. That's so sexy. That's the one that you smashed and showed us on Thursday or Friday. Yeah, that's so dope, dude. Take all the payouts out of that thing. All of them. I don't know how they gave me 4 XFAs for free, but I take those. You take those all day, Mo. That's for you. Well deserved. They're gonna bleed for that. They're gonna pay. Make them pay for that one, King. How can I see all my trades I took? You go to chart indicator. No, you go to chart settings. Go to current fills and orders. So go to chart settings, Deontay. Fills and orders, and then hit show orders and show order lines and show fills. I have all 4 of these turned on, and you can see your orders, your trades. I took an early short attempt. Y'all saw that with my normal stop. Got risked out. Once I got the retest of the 15-minute range, took a little long to rebalance, and then took that short there. Bro, catch 2 trends today. $400 in the pocket. Let's go, Alfie. Way to be on the right side of the buyers. Way to step aside, read the charts, non-emotional, and make some money, King. Hope you lock out and then walk in a green day. Yeah, $150 days incoming. All day, Maxi, till you're on top of that payouts. Just bing, 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 bing. 3 or 4 of them, and then before the 5th one, just make it happen. All of it. Make it happen until you get back to like at least a 50K balance, and you can go live with a 50K, or you bust and you're not sad about it. Damn, 30K Maxi, that's crazy. The most I ever reached was 17K for a 50 XFA. Insane. Discipline, consistency, good mindset. That's how you do it. Excuse me. Dave, we literally tapped your profit target. You would have top ticked the shit out of that if you didn't get broke even. That's insane. 86.50. Just absolutely top ticked if you never got tagged out of there. I don't technically need to make the last $900 today because you have to make 20%, 40%, 40%. So I could make my other monies the next days. So we'll see what happens here, family. See what I do. If I see any clean setups, I'll take them. For the most part, though, like I said, these are not my best days. So I might just take the money and be proud of it. I'm usually not super good at reading upping trend days. Long trend days are tough for my brain. I don't know why, but I have the awareness to know that. So if I take a loss by like trying to short or something, I'm gonna be mad at myself. But if I took a loss trying to long, it would be ironic because that's just typically what Tyler does. On a day where we just go one direction, I still take. Oh, guys, look at this trend line I'm noticing. Hold on. This feels like something here. Coming back in towards this previous supply spot where we absolutely went sideways. We get a trend line top of this, I will absolutely try a long. At least for a quick relief bounce. 841-ish. I'll try it. Buy 10. I have an order resting. We'll see if we get a fill. We'll see if we get a fill here at the 841s. If I do get a fill, I only need the 866. So it'll be right here to get out and be done for the day. Little counter rotation trend. Trend line bottom tap. Bing, bing, bing. This could be our rotation, our opportunity. Well done, my G. At max for sure. It was 32K, but lost 1,700 on Friday. Can't be upset about that. That's trading. It's the cost of business right there. I'm proud of you, Max. That's insane profits, King. Good morning, James. Welcome in, King. Appreciate you for stopping by. Appreciate you for showing love. Looking for a long off this trend line tap here, guys. Off the 41s. About to get tapped in here. If I do get filled, I just need a 66 exit to be done. I have 2 contracts. Trying to tap into this trend line. Can we show some love, Nazi? Don't love seeing the inversion of some of these supplies. Oh, don't do us filthy. A 45 instead of a 41? Really, though? Still going to leave my order on at the 41s. I think we could still get a fill. Now I might have to update the price a little bit. I want a trend line tap. Means it might be like just a bit higher at like the 42s. I'm looking to see if we can get a trend line touch and go. If we do get it, that'd be nice. We'll see what happens. VWAP's curling pretty aggressively. We've just printed to the upside. Had to push through this range. So if those sellers get strong through here, it could get a little nasty, not going to lie. Rejection of the EMA. Wanting to see these 42 just give us a touch and go.
Order filled.
Order filled. The sound that we like to hear on days that we want to hear it. Sometimes he's nice, sometimes he's mean. Orders at 67s. Sell my 10 limits. Got to get a rotation now back to the EMA. Can we see this trend line find some support? If it gets heavy through here, it's not going to be stellar. Got to see us reclaim this trend line, guys, for this trade to be valid. Looking for a 67 exit. That'll be our full TP. Want to see the longs trying to support this trend line. Pushing back up to the EMA would be ideal. We got to close inside of this gray, this orange line, though. This yellow line. Does it want to help us out here? Not loving the reaction. It should have been a little bit more explosive from the longs. We don't really want to reclaim or lose this trend line support. Don't want to lose this trend line support. Not loving the reaction. Want a little bit more explosive volume being filled. At least the EMA now. Show me at least the EMA here. There's a sweep of the 41s. Realistically, my stop should be below these 820s, below the 15-minute range, but I just want to see a retest of that EMA attempt. Can we get back above the trend now? We broke it through it. Just trying to read this, guys. Back inside of the trend line, we're going to look decent. If we keep failing here, not my favorite. Now that we've inverted a couple of these prices. There's an attempt. Can we hold? I see a big white here. No wick. Want to see the volume kind of pick back up now. There it is. Stop losses are going to be in. Here comes the trend line tap. This is where everything gets interesting. Want to see a rotation towards these 67s. Can we get there? Can we not? EMA is going to be the clear spot here where things get really scary. I almost just want to put our break even on, but now I don't have a chance. There's another test of our price. Kind of think I should put our break even on, but I'm out of the position. Gosh. Show me some love, Nasdaq. Hold that price. If we get back inside of the trend line, I'm putting a break even on, family. They're trying, but they're not able to. Thinks we're going to get some selling through our price right now. Giving up that trend line really isn't ideal. Stops are below this previous swing low, but EMA exit might have been where we had to look for there. Sellers look heavy now. Last attempt, I think. The buyers are going to hold. They're going to hold now. I'm putting break even on. Not risking anything else on this trade. Want to see a retest of this EMA. If it's going to go, it's going to go right now. Can we get up through there? Can we get up through that trend line? Obvious obstacle. Double resistance. Can we get through the 50s now? This candle closure is going to decide everything for me. If we close through it, I'm going to hold. If we break back below, I'm going to exit. 8 seconds to decide. I mean, we're break even, so we don't have to worry too much, but I want to try to lock it in. Great reaction there at the 50s. They held through the trend line again. Can we get a rotation to the 67s now? Get us up there. 62. Don't tease. Bang. What a day, family. Beautiful rotations. Beautiful rotations. Hey, good luck, bro. I'm going to hang out, stay up, everyone in the lobby. Y'all are the queens and kings and queens, man, but stay up. I'm going to be on tomorrow in the stream. I'm heading back home to Denver tomorrow. You're in Denver now, King, huh? Wow, let me know how Colorado is, King. Today I have a flight around 12 today, so I'll be back at home, and yes, I was trading on vacation, and I'm up 900, so I'm happy. Let's go. Way to be, Deontay. See you tomorrow, guys. Take it easy, King. Safe travels. I would stop under the 15-minute range. Yeah, under the 15-minute range was where I was under this previous swing at the 829s. But I'm short a little bit, LOL. I don't mind that, Maxi. Good luck, King. Good luck, good luck, good luck. We made it out. We made our 18% or 40% today. Decent trades. I love it. We'll see what we can do. I love it. Exit market. Trade mode off. We're essentially locked out. Family, there's 31 people watching. If y'all are showing some love every day, showing some support, hit that like button. Let's get to our 30 like goal today. I'm pretty sure we're going to be doing a giveaway at episode 200, which is 3 away. See you tomorrow. Take it easy, Maxi. Hopefully, and see you Friday maybe for a stream. Tomorrow's 98, Wednesday's 99, Thursday's 200, and then 201 will be with Max. We'll do a live stream or a little community stream. So tomorrow, so 200, episode 200, we're going to be doing some giveaways. And then 201, we're going to be doing a live community live stream. Take it easy, Maxi. Sorry that short didn't play out for you. Nice W, King. Appreciate it, man, Max. We grabbed what we needed. Last $1,000. Got us over the threshold. Now we only need... make sure this account is actually following. 150158. 150158. It's following. It's just being veered. Pretty slow day, guys. It's a trendy day. We had the opening week gap that started the momentum. Buyers maintained it. That was the direction that we thought we could be heading from after this closure here. Taking out previous day high. Obviously, we have the liquidity up in the 900s that feel like a pretty clean target, which is where the hourly candle is printing towards. We could get a rotation soon back into side of the range, but again, I wouldn't necessarily be trying to fade these longs right away. Somewhere in around this price, we can get a rotation, so. Somewhere in around that rotation. Here comes the 80s again. This is where the selling initially started. They held that trend line really well. Our first dip of the day was in towards the 800. Found some support. Enough liquidity to bring us back up into the 9s. 880s just faded it. That's why I took this trend line tap for the long continuation. It looked a little shaky there for a moment, but then we finally got it to play through. And now the longs are starting to pick up again. Now that the trend line is clearly supported, EMA is even trying to ride it. Feels like we're going to find some continuation, maybe break out this previous high, which would be the first hour of the day. So pretty sure they call that the initial balance. The initial balance high, IBH, is close to being snapped through here. Dave, you had your eye on the target. So did Spitzy, looking for the longs. Pat knew we were going to the upside today, too. Just trying to find a time to get involved with it. Have a video dropping either today or tomorrow, guys. Talking about trading psychology. Hope you guys can find some value there. It's all about trading psychology, truly. How can you keep your mind in the right place during the moments of chaos? I swear to God, trading is 95% mental, guys. Truly 95%. And then 5% charts and charting and systems and strategies. Which is nice because that's something we can work on, right? At the end of the day, the charts are doing simple things. Up, down, pivots off of prices, pivots off of, supply, demand, trend lines. Like, this is a very classic, simple trade, a trend line trade. And it's already showed another 40 points off of that. You can find 40 points in the NASDAQ every day. Life-changing. We actually had took two 40-point trades today and then a small little 20-point trade. So about 100 points in profit today. Crazy. Crazy. I remember when I used to think about how, man, 100 points in the NASDAQ, if you could get good at that, change your whole life. Some days you win, some days you lose, family. That's the game that we're participating in. You're never going to win every day. You can't rule out losses in this game. It's a part of the system. When you keep your head up on right, man, the opportunities are always there when you keep your head on the right place. You can spot them. Let's go. You're up. We're up, Brom. Hope you are too, King. Hope you are too, King. Today was a tough day. Trendy longs are usually not my strongest suit, but we made it out with some love. NASDAQ finding a little bit of resistance back at these 880s. It feels like the sellers could kind of pick up now. Now that we broke through this trend line here. Put that back. Why not go back? Now that the NASDAQ broke through this trend line here, tried to find some support through it, found resistance back at these 880s, and now below again. Excuse me. I kind of wouldn't mind a short now again, family. Again, I'm already out for the day, but shorting these 870s or so could get interesting. We could at least see another swing towards the lows. Here we go, actually. EMA tried to hold it and break through, but right now it feels like we're going to still find some weakness. At the end of the day, we are still consolidating at the top of the range. Giant daily candle. Look at this. Look at the daily candle here, guys. Pretty impressive to look at. Up into the 920s is where it could be. Down 90. Not bad. Not bad at all, GPT. I'd be proud of that, King. Very much so. Good risk management, especially on a day like today where these are typically one of my less high-performing days. So for me to make it out with a 40% is pretty proud. Pretty proud of that for today. And $90 is really good risk management. You should be proud of that as well. NASDAQ hourly candle closed very bullish. This next one swept up to the 890s. Found a little bit of rejection now. Off a retest, we also rejected this trend line for a second time. I think we could get a rotation back in towards the 8s possibly. Maybe we hold the top of the trend line, the 15-minute range, the 827s. Who knows? Who knows? Kind of feeling a little bit. But again, at the end of the day, we are still consolidating at the top of the range. We're going to break out the way we broke in typically. So VWAP has curled up 40 to 90 points since opening print price. VWAP was opened at the 640s and now it's 730s. So it's curled up 90 points since the start of the day. It's very bullish. I don't know how many likes we're at, family, but I know there's 25 people still hanging out, showing love, being a part of this community. So if you haven't yet, show some like to that love button. I'm going to say I like that. Show some like to that love button. And let's go ahead and smash it. Show some support. Try to get the stream started for the Monday. Hit our 30 like goal. NASDAQ is officially below this trend line now, and the EMA is curling through as well. So you can see right here, we're breaking through. It tried to ride it. Right, the EMA came down, tried to find some support, broke, came down into 835. Still looks like we're going to have some selling potentially here. We'll see what happens. At the end of the day, we are still consolidating. This is mostly range being built right now. Building structure. $23 likes and 23 people watching. Hey, that makes sense to me. Just shy of our 30, but that's okay. I know a couple people are off today, so they'll show some love when they have the chance. For the people that did hit the button, thank you guys. Truly means a lot. Truly, truly, truly. On our way, we'll have a good Monday. Hopefully have a good rest of the week. Red folder events for the rest of the week. Wednesday, we have FOMC, so you guys only know what that brings. Straight volatility. If 580 short looks fantastic, did you win again? 580 short looks fantastic. 580. You mean 850? Like 85? 850. You must mean 850 because I do agree an 850 short looks fantastic. Must be what you mean. But yes, I did. I got another win there, Pat. We took a nice scalp off this trend line rotation. So this was our third one. Came into the EMA, came into this trend line, found a nice spot, pushed up, got out, made our 1,000. Done. Locked and loaded, baby. Now that and like I said, guys, once we broke through the trend line, I noticed the weakness as well up here. So 875, read that wrong. I read that wrong, didn't I? Oh, 580. Yeah, 875 short does look fantastic. A retest of the highs. Now we're a little below. So now that we're below this trend line again, the next safest short I would see is the 850s. Maybe a rotation towards the 8s. This is a trendy day, though, guys, so make sure you're not, don't get involved with the shorts too heavily. For the most part, the longs are clearly winning. Oh. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Little start to the week jitters, a little Monday yawns. Had a whole snowstorm ahead of us. For real, hope everybody stayed safe, stayed warm during that. Here's another retest of the EMA. What is the reaction? This could be the low since we swept through this previous swing low here at the 830s. We could find some support here. This is that previous day high price roughly. There it is. There's the longs trying to step up. This to me just indicates trend, setting up structure in the highs, consolidation at the highs, and we could break out the way we broke in. So eventually we might go see those 900s some point today, because again, strong continuation, held the opening week gap, strong hourly close, retest, trending, building structure at the top of the range. Eventually I see us potentially trying to push highs. It's been snowing for 2 days so far where I'm at. It's insane, huh? Absolutely wild, bro. Where are you at, King? Because are you used to that? Up here in Maine, we're used to some snowstorms, but we got hit with it. We're like 2 feet and 2 feet under right now. So you're in Mass, so yeah, you're pretty used to it. My man's in the Mass too. Let's go. So yeah, you guys get some snowstorms. Oh yeah, we get snow a lot for sure. Ain't nothing but a thing. NASDAQ holding that swing at the 833s. That was that previous low. This spot where we had the consolidation earlier. Spot where that was Friday's initial sell-off range, right? So also consolidation range in Friday's prices. Once we got a retest of that, we're still auctioning to the high side here. Feels like we have a chance to go take out the 9s again. Again, right now we are building structure. So make sure you guys aren't on the wrong side of it. Be cautious. Join the longs or de-risk. Join the longs or de-risk. I want to see if we take out this previous swing high at these 890s now and get some direction. Hold. We'd have to hold above this EMA, of course. It's a decent displacement, though, from the 830s up into the 870s. So feels like we could. We're also forming a bit of a trend here that could struggle to break through. We get volume through this. I imagine we go sweep through that new high. And this just shows, guys, like trading really can be simple. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you can just do trend lines and support and resistance. I mean, volume's a big indicator. Hey, Tyler, I've been facing some psychology issues. Always worrying about the trade I am taking. What's your recommendation? Always worrying about the trade you're taking. I would say, are you worried because you, like, for a couple reasons? Is it a setup that you like? Is it a high quality setup? Because if it's a high quality setup and you're afraid, then that just comes with experience. If it's a high quality setup, then you have to just truly trust the system, trust your chart, trust the NASDAQ to play out in the way that you've seen it before. There's a reason you're taking that high quality setup. But if you're afraid because the setup isn't good, then that comes with the discipline to taking better setups. If that means, if you're afraid of a trade because, you know, you feel like you're FOMOing in, you just kind of got in the long and now you're switching over to the short, but you're afraid to get in the short, there's reason to be afraid of that. So how I see it is, if you're afraid of a good trade, then that just comes with discipline. You got to be willing to take you got to just be willing to take it, man. At the end of the day, this game is probability. You're never going to win every trade, ever. So this setup, for example, for you, Skux, this first trade right here was an A+ setup for me, okay? Swept through the higher range. We're in a previous day supply zone. Retested the top of the 15. I'm going to take a short at the previous 15-minute swing high after we rejected inside of it. I took a trade. It lost. I lost $900 on this trade, but it was completely worth it because it was my A+ setup. I wasn't afraid to take it, and I wasn't afraid to lose because this probability means it. More often than not, I see it play out. And if it doesn't, then that also gives me information for the next trade I could take immediately after it got stopped out. Said, okay, longs are very strong through here. So I switched over the next candle, made some money back. Wasn't afraid to take a trade because I trusted the system to say that if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. That is the game that we're participating in of probability. But if it's not a setup that I like, here we go, NASDAQ, trying to find some extension. If it's not a setup I like, and that you don't have confidence in because you know that it's not really, we know it's not an A+ setup. You know, you're kind of getting a little bit more emotional, FOMO, maybe whatever reason is that you took it. So that fear, trust that fear, because that right there is your intuition telling you that it's a lack of discipline. So you got to just be willing to trust your charts, trust your system, let everything else play out, and then also don't FOMO into poor trades, and that'll help you manage a lot more of it helps you manage the ones that you should be taking. Worrying is a fear-based logic and is inherently an illusion. To detach from the outcome, you cannot control it. Let it play out TP or stop loss. If you hit micromanage, it will lead to unprofitable trading. Really good insight from Pat right there. And he's not wrong. Micromanaging will kill a trade. But he would but his question was fear of getting in, and that mostly is, again, there's two reasons why. So sit with yourself, be aware, have the honesty to really figure out why you're taking a trade. If it's an A+, oh baby, that's what you want to take all day. A pluses are profitable over time, right? So even if they lose 3 times, they're profitable 7 or whatever it is for you. So A+ trades are gorgeous. You look for A+ trades, even if it's a loser. We beg for A+ setups because we know that if you take enough of them, you win. And then if you're not taking an A+ setup, then that's something you got to work on. And there's a reason to be afraid of that trade because your intuition's telling you that you're breaking a rule. NASDAQ, there it is. That's what I wanted to see, family. New test of the high there at the 886.50s. Complete double tap, actually. Completely double top right there. I don't imagine that's going to break through. I imagine we get some continuation, but we'll see if we get them to carry through. Be confident and let your winners run. Pat, your psychology's on 10 right now, King. I love it. Dialed in. Dialed in. Does the NASDAQ sweep this high? Perfect double top at the 86.50s right now. I hope that helps, though, Skux. Hope that helped a lot, brother. NASDAQ EMA trying to curl through this trend line. We're still finding some bids. 5 points from the high a day now. Do we get enough volume to go sweep it? There it is. Into the 90s now. Strong continuation. Boom. Into the 93s. The longs are coming. Thanks. Yeah, after many trade... Dang. Sorry, guys. Wow. After many trading years and not being that profitable, it kind of gets into you. Of course, but that just gives you the opportunity for improvement, King, right? So it means that it also means that your A+ setups might need some work too, which, again, this game is all about refinement and awareness. So if you are not taking A+ setups because you don't have an A+ setup, spend some more time getting your system built. Spend more time trying to find simple patterns. So you guys watch me take this trend line long here. How simple is that, right? Taking a trend line break and then it carries through is just, basic supply and demand. I took this 800 exit off of a sweep of the lows, and the 800s have been a big spot. Simple supply and demand exit. So refine your strategy to something simple, bro, that you can be repeatable. And once it's repeatable, you can start doing it over and over and find the confidence in seeing it play out, whether it's a win or it's a loss. You'll start getting the discipline and you'll start seeing the results of what the chart's actually doing. And then from there, you can actually maximize and start getting the higher scale up higher. So you're right there, Skux. The fact that you've been trading for years is a first sign. Most people give up. So be proud of yourself for that. You're still profitable, it sounds like. So be proud of yourself for that. And just keep showing up, man. It's a slow journey. Don't compare your process to other people. Some people find it fast. Some people get lucky quick. Some people can just have a little bit of intuition. They read it differently. But you're on the right process, King. Don't give up on your path. Stay steady. And eventually you're going to start having the confidence build back up. You're going to find those A+ setups, and everything will play out. Again, this game is probability. How was your day, King? Amin, we made it out alive today, brother. We made the 40%. We made the 3,600. So tomorrow we hopefully can try again. And then we'll load back up on Wednesday. FOMC is a crazy day to only be looking for 1,800. So we'll see what we do there. Maybe tomorrow I look for 18 and then try to make 36 on FOMC. I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. But I think we're going to call it here today, family. I hope you had a good trading day, Amin. Skux, I hope that helped and you can keep that mindset. Keep it locked in, King. You're on the right path. Be proud of yourself for even being here. Again, most people give up. So you're on the journey to freedom. So I love it. I appreciate every single person stopping by, showing love, hitting the like button, keeping the support going. I am not in red today, but that's my profit target of the day. Thank you. But that's my profit target of the day. I'm not in red today, but that's my profit target. Let's go. I'm glad you're not fucking red, baby. That's all it takes. Consistency. That's what it takes. Wild Will, GG's, I missed it. Oh, but you missed your profit target. Got you, Skux. Hey, again, baby, that's the probability way. Appreciate you, Wild Will, for showing love. Amin, I hope your trading day was good. I hope everybody else crushed the markets today. I love y'all. Thank you for showing support as you always do. Keep your opportunity high. We have a big week ahead of us. Red Folder events, FOMC Wednesday. Things are going to get exciting, so keep your accounts protected. Keep your mindset in the right place. Keep your confidence high. Drink some sun, family. Get some water. Hug somebody you love. And thank you for being a part of this community, guys. I truly appreciate it. I'll see you tomorrow. Take it easy. Peace.